Sorry, Doctor.
After such
David said she's ready.
after such a delivery from our CEO Ash Mufare, then cool like a ice snow cone.
It was Elliot.
Mm.
I love the way you're pronouncing our CEO. You are the only one that can pronounce his names perfectly. The rest of the bullshit ITs, they don't know how to pronounce it, except you, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Okay, well,
Hey,
so I go.
say it now.
I,
You know
I,
that I will say it.
you have to go back to Egypt to get the pronunciation.
Well, but
It's an Egyptian name.
anyway.
It's an Egyptian name.
He's
Anyway,
Egyptian now.
yeah, he's Egyptian. Remember, he's Egyptian name.
He is.
All right, firing up the jet now, Queen Debbie.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to each and every one of us, either live here with us or on Zoom or in the future. We want to welcome you to today's webinar. And this platform is Deep Dive, which is globally changing lives on a lovely Thursday evening, September 19th, 2024. We are starting this webinar with this lovely signature tune by one of our global ambassadors in the name of DrDerrick. Please kindly pay special attention to the effects of nonverbal communication that are created by Dr. Derrick. Over to you, Dr. Derrick, and thank you very much.
We are the Your next stop is Unpassive.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick. Wow. Stand clear the closing door, please. And from the nonverbal communication of that music in it to win it today, I see the launch of O Connect. Don't we all miss it and we want it back as
Oh, mercy.
yesterday?
Oh, mercy, 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 mercy.
We miss it. I personally I do. Anyway, that is for future discussion. But for now, I just want to thank each and everyone who is here with us and to remind us why we're here. Unpassive is what brought us together. Our lovely CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, promised to give us the physical part of what we are looking for, the money, and we have to find the other part of it by ourselves, the mindset. And we have a wonderful sister who did that is Queen, none other than Queen Yvonne Finn from Canada, who gave us a lovely mindset last week, and we could not wait to have her back. And she has gloriously accepted to be back with us today. She is a wonderful global ambassador with us, and she is a mom living in Canada. She's an entrepreneur and best to us in a lot of forums, including co-host in the global movement and co-host in the Dream Team. And she works with a lot of other platforms, and we don't want to go enumerating them here. I know that she and I used to tag along in the Asia side. Wow. What a long way to go.
Nice.
But she is here to give us the mindset, which is a very, very important aspect of us as we prepare the next phase of Unpassive. After yesterday, oh my goodness, I'm dying to hear what is going on in any forum and every forum that Unpassive has. Starting with deep dive today because it happened last night. So I'm not going to preach too much. I'm going to pass it to our wonderful mindset speaker today, Queen Sister Yvonne. The microphone is yours, sis.
Yay!
Much. Thanks, thank you for inviting me again, Dr. Derrick. And thank you everyone for letting me do a little bit of speaking into your life. So I chose the topic of mindset and self-leadership. And I have it divided up into the definition of what those two concepts are. Then I say why some people don't gravitate towards that role of self-leadership. And I say what the great benefits are, and so on and so forth. Practical tips for doing that, the self-leadership, and psychological reasons why people don't accept that role. Then I have a little story. It's a pretty long one tonight. Very unlike me, but please bear with me. So, defining the mindset and self-leadership. Mindset is the attitudes and the beliefs and the perspectives that shape how we approach challenges, opportunities, and make decisions. And we can do these with a growth mindset, believing that abilities can be developed through effort, or versus we can have a fixed mindset that says believing that our abilities are static and can't be changed. Self leadership is the ability to lead ourselves through self awareness, self discipline, and taking responsibility for personal growth and decisions. It's about becoming the CEO of your own life. And why some of us shy away from self leadership? Fear of failure. Here we go again. Many fear stepping up because of the pressure of potential failure. Self doubt and fear of judgment often paralyze individuals, making them comfortable with allowing others to lead. Then there's cultural conditioning. In some cultures, people are conditioned to follow instead of lead. they have been taught that leadership is only for certain types. Then there's the comfort zone. Leading ourselves means stepping out of the comfort zones, and change can be intimidating. Then there's external expectations. Sometimes societal and familial expectations pressure individuals into passive roles, discouraging them from self leadership. Think of something like gender inequality, where the woman is, always on a lower scale than the man. I won't go into that. Lack of confidence. Without belief in their own capabilities, many prefer to relinquish responsibility to others who seem more equipped to lead. So that's why some people shy away from that. They don't see the benefits of being the master of their own lives. The power of embracing self leadership, empowerment, and freedom. By taking charge of our mindset, we can take control of our own lives, our goals, and the outcomes, negative or positive. We stop waiting for others to take the lead in our lives and begin to set our own path. There's a quote that says, "Do not wait on a leader. Look in the mirror. It's you." This is by someone called Catherine Mirror, an author, excuse me. And then there's growth through challenges. At this point, I want to emphasize that leadership is not always or only succeeding, but it's about learning from challenges, developing resilience through self leadership leads to long term success. Personal fulfillment was in greater satisfaction, purpose, and confidence in decision making. And this leads to a more meaningful life, a more empowered life. Practical tips to cultivate self leadership: adapt a growth mindset, aim for continuous learning and the belief that improvement is possible. Remember that life is not a sprint to some finish line, it is a journey to be experienced. Then there's self reflection. Regularly assess our goals, habits, and beliefs. Self awareness is key to self leadership. Set intentional goals. Start small by setting clear personal goals and holding ourselves accountable for achieving them. Overcome the fear of failure. Reframe failure as feedback and an opportunity for growth. Take responsibility, own your decisions and the consequences, both the successes and the failure. Many individuals avoid self leadership because taking full responsibility for one's own life removes the safety net of being able to blame others for failures. This avoidance can be tied to several psychological and societal factors. For instance, there's the fear of accountability. Accountability requires ownership. When people lead themselves, they are accountable for the outcomes of their decisions. And some shy away from this responsibility because if things go wrong, there's no one to blame. This fear of accountability can create a sense of vulnerability. Then there's the external locus or point of control. Individuals with an external point of control believe that external forces, such as fate, other people, circumstances, dictate their successes or failure. And this belief system often leads them to relinquish leadership, preferring to follow someone else's direction so they can attribute any setbacks to those outside forces. Then there's comfort in the victimhood mentality. Victim mentality, some individuals adopt a mindset of victimhood where they feel more comfortable blaming others, their bosses, their parents, society, the government, whatever, for their challenges. By doing this, they absolve themselves of responsibility for their own success or failure. And then in the secondary gain, for some, there is an unconscious reward in playing the victim, as it may result in them receiving sympathy, attention, or help from others. Stepping into a self leadership role requires relinquishing these perceived benefits, which are ultimately Then there's dependency on authority figures. Socialized dependence. People are often conditioned to rely on authority figures, whether in their family, workplace, or society. Some individuals are raised in environments where they are discouraged from making independent decisions. In these cases, leadership is often deferred to someone else who can take the fall if things go wrong. In fear of making the wrong decision when others are in charge, the burden of making the right decision shifts. By allowing others to lead, individuals can shield themselves from the risk of being wrong or criticized for their decision. And then the reluctance to accept the burden of success. This is paradoxical because paradox of success, interestingly, some people fear success as much as they fear failure. Leading ourselves successfully brings with it new responsibilities and expectations. And when individuals achieve success, they have to maintain that standard, which can feel burdensome. By avoiding self leadership, they also avoid the pressure that comes with consistent success. It's easier to stay in the shadows. Some individuals, it feels safer to stay in the background and allow others to take the spotlight and the risk. This way, if something goes wrong, they're not held responsible. And if something goes right, they don't have to carry the pressure to replicate it.
Mercy.
So, Dr. Derrick, are we okay?
Mercy. Heavy stuff. Heavy
Me?
stuff.
Is it too heavy? Shall I stop?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Lovely.
Breaking free from the blame culture, shifting from blaming to learning, seeing mistakes as learning opportunities. This shift reduces the need to find someone to blame and replaces it with a growth mindset. Reframe responsibility as freedom. Take responsibility for one's own life is empowering because it frees us from the control of others. Once we stop seeking people to blame, we open the door to full autonomy and self directed growth. And I like making concepts into acronyms. And here is one to outline why some people avoid self leadership by shifting responsibility to others. And it's blame, BLAME. So the B is burden avoidance. People often view leadership as a heavy burden and prefer to avoid it. Then the L is lack of confidence, doubting their abilities. Individuals shy away from accountability. They shy away from leadership to avoid potential failure. And then the A, accountability, is accountability fear. Leading themselves means they have to take full accountability for outcomes, both good and bad. And then the M in blame is maintenance of comfort zone. Staying in the comfort zone under someone else's direction feels safer than stepping up. And then the E is external blame. It's easier to point fingers at others rather than face the consequences of one's action. I have a quick story. If I can go ahead, Dr. Derrick. I know I'm going on long.
No, man. No, man. I wouldn't mind if you could repeat that acronym, please.
Blame. BLAME. You want the actual words?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Burden avoidance. People often view leadership, self-leadership as a heavy burden, and they prefer to avoid it. Then the L is the lack of confidence, doubting their abilities. Individuals shy away from leadership to avoid potential failure. And the A, accountability fear. Leading themselves means they have to take full accountability for the outcomes, both good and bad. And the M, maintenance comfort. Staying in the comfort zone under someone else's direction feels safer than stepping up. And the E is the external blame. It's easier to point fingers at others rather than face the consequences of one's own action. The story example is a little story I made up here. Imagine a young man named Alex who works in a corporate environment and he has great ideas and the skills to back them up. But whenever there's an opportunity for promotion or leadership He hesitates. Instead of stepping up, he lets his colleague Sarah take the lead on new projects. Alex constantly tells himself that Sarah is better suited for the role because she's more experienced. But the truth is, Alex is afraid of what might happen if he fails. He secretly believes that if a project goes wrong under Sarah's leadership, he won't be held responsible. This way, Alex can stay in his safe zone, avoid criticism, and never risk the vulnerability that comes with leadership. Time goes on. Alex watches Sarah, gets promotions after promotions, and he begins to feel frustrated and resentful, both with the company and with himself. But even though he's dissatisfied, he continues to play the role of the follower. Why? Because it's easier to have Sarah to blame when things go wrong. If Alex were to leave, any failure would reflect directly on him, and that's a responsibility he's not ready to. It's only when Alex's mentor points out that he's stuck in a blame mindset, placing on himself. By letting go of the fear of blame and embracing the freedom that comes with self leadership, Alex eventually steps into a leadership role, experiencing both setbacks and successes, but growing immensely from both.
Mm.
And the story illustrates how avoiding self leadership may seem safe in the short term, but it ultimately holds individuals back from realizing their full potential. So I want to remind us how liberating and empowering self leadership can be by sharing the following quote. It doesn't matter who you are or where you came from. The ability to triumph begins with you, always. That's Oprah. The thing that you can't take away from me is the way I choose to respond to what you do to me. The last of one's freedom is to choose one's attitude in any given circumstance. That's Viktor Frankl. And the last one of the key elements for self leadership is responsibility. If you can take responsibility, you can take action. And if you can take action, you get result. That's me. Conclusion. Avoiding self leadership really has no positive upside. True self leadership comes with the courage to face failure and success alike, accepting the freedom and growth that comes with responsibility.
Mm.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Amen. Oh my goodness. Woo! Boy, we have to go get you next week again.
No, no. That's it for the rest of the year. Dr.
No,
Derrick.
no. You just spoke it into existence, you know.
I did.
Yes.
Self-leadership.
Yes, you just spoke it in existence. Hallelujah. Praise the
Well,
Lord.
I-
Thank you, Jesus. Mm. Take it away, Queen
Yeah.
Debbie. Mercy. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Wow, Queen Sister Yvonne, you nailed it again.
Thank you,
Mm.
ma'am. I appreciate that.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Right
Mm.
on
Mm.
point, right at the spot where everyone needed it. Resilience. Everything that I
ma'am.
heard from you, and that the overcoming of the fear and the fear of accountability. And your acronym is just impeccable. No, I was just making notes, and it got to the point where I just said, okay, all I need to do is absorb what she's saying, because I am surrounded by a lot of blames, a lot of
Mhm.
people who have the blame attitude.
Mhm.
And yeah, and one actually told me, well, do you think I have inferiority complex? And my response was no. And I think based on what I heard from you today,
Mm.
is blame. It's the blame mentality.
Mm.
Because how can you have a child who scores 100% in tests and everything, and then in the end they say, I don't think I can make this without even trying.
Mm.
And then somehow they stumble on something. Oh, we want to hear. No, I don't think I can do it. Why do you think you cannot do it? Um, I don't know. So
Yeah.
you are so right, and I hope that based on what our CEO shared yesterday, and
Mhm.
based on what we're hearing from you, people who miss the point can put one and one together and realize the resilience from our CEO yesterday.
Mm.
What he just talked about is going to lead us to the next phase. Because avoiding to face your fear, avoiding to face your averse, avoiding to face anything that is standing on your way, on your path to success, is avoiding your future that has been paved for you by your creator.
Yes.
You just explained it to us, and I mean, in a way that I don't even want to overanalyze it because I'm looking at the accountability aspect of it for a leader. You have to be willing, ready, available, and capable to be accountable for your actions. And that doubt of self confidence, I did not see it yesterday. I'm not even going to go there. But thank you so much, Queen Yvonne. And you're not saying no because I will chase you. I know where to find you.
Yes, you do know where to find me.
Yes.
I'm all over the place now.
So you're coming back for a part 3.
Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that.
We're begging you, find it in your heart to consider doing a triathlon, okay? Just say you're doing a triathlon. Think about it. You don't have to say yes now. Think about it.
She said yes already. She said yes already.
For you, us your undivided time today. And also, I know there's so many people, and Dr. Benny is one of them, who would love to chat with you. And if there's anyone else besides Dr. Benny, please, this is the right time to comment or ask questions for Queen Yvonne's lovely, outstanding presentation tonight. So I'll just pause here and see if anyone. Oh yes,
Me
DrDerrick.
teacher. Me teacher. Me teacher.
I don't have any more insights. I mean, I put it all there.
Me teacher.
Here's boy number 1 with the hand up.
Me teacher. Me teacher. Me teacher. Oh my goodness. We need Okanet to give the resound. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Queen Lillian, wasn't that fabulous? King Carlton, wasn't that fabulous? 2 thumbs up, and it looked like I saw him toe. It looked like I saw him toe came up in the little corner there too. So 2 thumbs up and a toe. Oh my goodness. Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Truly, it's one of my favorite topics. I don't like how people hide behind other people. And I mean, I experienced a lot of that when in the corporate world because I watched people live. It's just so fake. They don't want to own up to anything. And it's the way forward. It's the way forward. You take responsibility, you learn, and you move on. But no, they look for everybody else. I don't understand it. Okay.
Well, Queen Yvonne, this is coming all the way from creation. When Adam blamed Eve, Eve blamed the serpent, and the serpent, was looking around. And so
365 times in the Bible it says, "Do not fear."
yes.
So that's been canceled out now.
Come on. No, it's can't cancel because that is the premise that humanity has placed ourselves. Blame.
Read the New Testament.
No, it doesn't matter. That's the foundation. If you build your foundation on the sand, and that is where humanity has built our foundation on the sinking sand. And so, and that, I mean, this is the first that I took notes. So this is the first that I took notes because I am going to use that at church, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Because there was a lady just yesterday, just last night. I went to prayer meeting, and I'm telling you, the lady did not want to pray. So she don't do public prayer, and she can't talk in public and what have you. She pray at home in our bedroom. And I say it's just like talking to, and I go beside her while other next person was praying, because we had we wanted six persons to pray, right?
Right.
And I asked her to be one of them, and she first said yes. And then when I took the mic to the first person that was going to pray, she said, do I have to pray in the mic? And I said, yes, you have to pray out loud, and because the people online want to hear the prayer also. No, no, no. And I went beside her and hug her and said, I mean, it's just like talking to, oh, you're talking to me right now. No, I don't do public praying. I can't do fear.
Here is a
Fear, right? And and so and so when you look at that that story that you told, it was awesome. And the lady was moving up, and he was still stuck
yes.
in
And
the
he was
rut.
presenting it, but he wasn't doing it. He resented it. He didn't share for her.
And
He wasn't happy.
yeah, I watch this now. That is why people stay poor, right? You see what? This is why I love acronym, and that is why people stay poor, because um, they are passing over opportunity repeatedly.
There you go.
This is why I love acronyms.
I love them.
Passing over opportunity repeatedly. So over and over is passing over his own opportunity, The opportunity come to him, But he's passing it over and over, repeatedly. Right? So therefore, he don't have anybody to blame but himself. But that's how people are. He does.
He does resent it. Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't feel, yeah.
Yes. So that, oh goodness. So next week, same time, all persons online, we will be having Queen Yvonne Finn gracing us with the mindset once again, because today, well, I thought it could not get any better, but obviously Ashmafari put some wind in everyone's sail last night, and so this today today it just got better. All right. So definitely you will be seeing Yvonne Finn. Queen Jacqueline Warner is experiencing some death in our family. So it's a good, actually, God know what he's doing, Queen Debbie, God know what he's doing, You understand? You understand? For people to shine, some people have to be left at the wayside for a little while for some people to shine, Queen Debbie, right? Right?
Yeah, when God closes the window open so you can still have air and a way to escape and a way to breathe in and out and a way to share what you couldn't share through the door.
Queen,
You share through the window.
Queen Debbie, this was not the window. I'm sorry to disappoint. This was the entire roof lift off. And I know King Carton agreed with that. Yeah, 2 thumbs up and a toe. You don't see the toe in the corner there? Yeah, yeah. 2 thumbs up and a toe. So it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Amen, church. Back to you, Queen Debbie. Queen Lily want to say something.
Yes, Queen Lily. Thank you, Dr. Derrick. Thank you very much. Queen Lily, over to you. And after that, Queen Benny.
I don't know why Dr. Derrick said that, but Queen Yvonne, I really enjoyed that presentation.
Thank you.
And one thing, if I had to take away, I like the fact that you said shift, meaning remove yourself from blaming and start learning.
Mm.
I like that.
Mm.
I like that.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so much, Queen Lily. I appreciate your thanks. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Yes. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, right, Dr. Derrick?
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds.
Yes.
Right.
Dr. Benny.
All right.
Greetings. I am surprised that talking about blaming, I was expecting a lot of people to raise their hands up. Are you telling me that no one has ever blamed you? Because as for me, people blame me every day. Family blame me. Everybody blame me. That's all right. And you cannot say something? Come on now. Raise your hands up electronically.
Raise your
Or
hand.
write it on the chat. Come on now, people.
We live in a blame society, you know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere, but very hard to admit to. You don't want people don't want to say I blame others. They don't. They want to say, as I said, they blame external forces, the job, God, water, the heat, anything else, but it was not me. Aggie, or whatever. What is his name, Dr. Derrick? It wasn't me. There's a song that says that.
Oh, the song, the song.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes. It wasn't me.
right. It wasn't me. It was that. Hold on. I soon remember. Hold on, hold on.
But yeah, it's not good to do that because it's very self-limiting. Self-limiting when you do that. You don't go anywhere when you just sit around and just.
Shaggy,
Say
Shaggy,
sometimes.
Shaggy, Shaggy,
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
I'm not saying other people don't sometimes do you wrong or whatever. What's the point of really dwelling on it forever and ever and just saying that move like that?
That is First Lady Queen Dr. Benny person, bombastic person.
All right. People, my brothers and sisters, I really want to welcome each and every one. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It all depends upon your location. But I want to take this special moment to thank our Heavenly Father because He loves you and I. If He didn't, you and I would not be here this evening. Seriously. This morning or afternoon. I want to thank Him for sending somebody to you and I. Because again, if it wasn't for that particular individual, you and I would not be here till Mr. Ashbury. As I pronounce the name, you guys can sense it, right? I'm smiling. It's Mr. Ash! Ah, Papa God!
Good.
Hey, Papa! I just want to thank Mr. Ash for thank you, Papa. Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you so much. We love you. I just want our Heavenly Father to guide and protect you wherever you are. He is going to continue to give you that strength, Mr. Ash, Papa. Oh, yes, He will give you. Because of your determination, you're determined to make sure that we start receiving some small apples pretty soon. I know that is your main aim. Your main goal, because you have the heart of humanity. Thank you, Mr. Ash. We all love you. There's no one like you. Although I'm God, there is no one like our Heavenly Father. I accept His Son as my Lord and Savior, and I believe that Jesus was raised from the dead by you. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the beginning and the end. Without you, we are nothing. We give you all the glory, and let your will be done. Right. Sweet. Keep on being extraordinary. Believe again. Mindset. Right? So when it comes to self-leadership, right, which it influences and it directs your thoughts, your behavior, your action to achieve a desired goals, right? Yes, self-leadership is about taking what? An ownership. Take an ownership of yourself. You are consciously shaping your journey, right? Success lies where? In you. And you must build the mindset, the skills, the disciplines to unlock what? Your potential. See what I mean? Now, when it comes to this blaming business, as you all know, things happen. Things happen. People always blame others. You don't want to know. I have been blamed several times. Now it says, have you ever wondered why some individuals blame others for their own shortcomings, their own mistakes? They have. because of what? Self-defense mechanism. I'm not going to go and be preaching, but I want to take this moment to really thank you, Queen Yvonne Finn. We love you, and I will see you next week.
Mm.
Thank you, guys.
Mm.
Period. Thank you. Thank you, Queen David, for the opportunity. Thank you, King Dr. Derrick, for this webinar.
Wow, Dr. Benny,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you so much. It makes us who are here listening to you feel so empowered and honored that you had to share those very intimate feelings about our CEO, our Queen Sister Yvonne, her presentation today, and your love for Unpassive. Thank you. Not just that, but also the prayers that we get from you from every webinar is also very, very soothing. And it empowers us to continue to do the right thing. We appreciate you. Queen Tony, I see you in the house. You have any comment? You're quiet today, which is very unusual. But in any case,
Great presentation. I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
So, thank you for giving us that information. I really appreciate you, Queen Yvonne.
Thank you, Queen Tony. Thank you.
all right. Queen Yvonne, you now know that it's unanimous. You're coming back next Thursday, right? Thank you. We appreciate that. YES.
Amen.
She says YES.
Silent mean consent.
Okay, thank you. That was a lovely, wonderful mindset today
Mm.
from Queen Sister Yvonne. Canada, very well represented today. Okay, we're moving over to the next segment of our webinar. And the topic for today is the most effective way to use WhatsApp. And that's how 99% of us on this platform communicate because of our location. Otherwise, it would be very expensive if we were to talk by phone. And the person doing our presentation on that topic is the one and only, oh my goodness, our one and only DrDerrick. He's an international inspirational motivational teacher who was born in St. Andrew, Jamaica. As a baby, he's been going to school since he was a baby. Yeah. From every age, he was in school until he got all the degrees. Sorry, that's my computer. I don't know what's going on with it. And he got all the degrees and every primary, secondary, tertiary degree to where he is. And he has had extensive education in every field you can imagine. But what we see here is what we do not share a lot. We see him, he's a visual person. He shares with us the visual images of his background in information technology. But do you know that he is also well trained in electrical and store management and inventory in the tertiary level, at the tertiary level as well? If you did not, now you know. And the audiovisual is just the one that we are seeing, but he does a lot of other things, including audio video, custom PC builder, and he's also theology certified. Yep. And anyway, I wouldn't go any further because it would just be like we're bragging about the person we are blessed to be with, who has created and has gifted this forum, this platform to global ambassadors to come and learn, because we have a lot of people who have learned from him, including me. And all of us who are here, we've learned from him. We may not say specifically what we've learned, but yes, we've picked up a couple of things here and there. And I recall listening to one of our ambassadors here, Brother Kumaran, testify this morning in the Singapore, Malaysia, one of the platforms that we share with, all the things that he learned, and he learned them from attending deep dive. And who did he learn them from? DrDerrick. Yes, the one and only. So DrDerrick is the one who is going to share with us today the technicality of WhatsApp. So please pay special attention. This topic is definitely one that we all need, and we might have been taking it for granted, but listening from someone who has a background in that field. Thank you so much for joining us. And DrDerrick, we appreciate you. The microphone is yours.
Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Thank you very much, Queen Debbie McCormick. Is Jim okay? King Jim is all right?
Yes, but yeah, yes.
No, it can't be all right. He's away from you, so it cannot be all right. Yeah, but we'll talk about that next time. And it's Queen Pastor Tony Coleman birthday, so she's reserving our energy, I guess, for the party on the weekend. So just don't be her in the mind, she's reserving our energy for party later, our party on the weekend. All right, don't be her in the mind. Anyway, mercy. Yeah. She wish. All right. Anyway, wonderful, wonderful. So we soon deal with um Pastor Tony there. Soon deal with her and all of that. So anyway, what was I going to say now? All right. So we just want to talk a little bit about WhatsApp. It's something that everybody is using in on passive and outside of on passive. And we thank you very much, Queen Debbie, for that kind introduction. Thank you very much, Queen Yvonne, for that mindset. And thank you very much, Queen Debbie, for the introduction. And of course, First Lady Dr. Benny, for being here. Wonderful lady. And, soon get some donzai in your pocket. I mean your purse. I mean your bank account, right? Wherever you use it, really and truly, you will soon get it. All right. So let us take a little stroll down down um down by the riverside, and let us look at WhatsApp. All right, WhatsApp. A lot of people is shooting themselves in the foot in the sense that they are using WhatsApp, right? They are using WhatsApp and they are they just frantically put people in group, right? They just put people in group. And sometimes persons don't want to be placed in a group, really and truly. Um, for various reasons. Yeah, they get a lot of unwanted texting or unwanted WhatsApping, right? And sometimes it's not cool to get all of that WhatsApping in groups. And in addition, you're shooting yourself in the foot because when you get the group, when you are in this group and the person WhatsApp a person in a group, or you WhatsApp the group, I should say. Um, if it's for the evening, then a lot of people will be WhatsApping. And so your message, by the time it reach evening, your message is all the way down, down there, way down there, right? And so therefore it poses a little issue. Why? Because when you post something, right? When you post something, look for instance, this group. Look for instance this group. Are you seeing the screen? Are you seeing my WhatsApp? Anyone?
Yes, we are. I am. Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right, beautiful. All right. So when you see the WhatsApp, and I think it is posted in this group, win-win, win, all win, all win. So but look here now. See, scrolling, 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 I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, and I post it about maybe about today, sometime today it was posted. All right. Are you see it here? Okay, no, not that. Okay, no, not that. Oh mercy. All right,
What are
not
you
that.
looking for, Dr. Derrick?
What I posted for this meeting.
It is. No, that's not it
Oh,
either.
You shared it with me and I posted it.
oh, so I didn't post it here. So you posted it. Oh, so my
I
bad.
posted it to the groups that I posted. It was not all win 4. I posted it to the original all win and dream team. I posted to 3 groups. This is the 4th one. I posted to groups 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. All right. So let me go to a group that I think I posted it. Let me see if it is this one. Okay.
I posted it here too, so I don't know if you did today.
There it is.
No, not that one.
No, that's not this one either.
That was
All right.
Last week.
Quite possibly I posted in this one then. Oh, passion. All right. See it here.
no, I did.
Oh, you did. See, and she posted it. She posted it at that was what, last night,
Last night.
11 o'clock last night. Okay, it was posted 11:16 last night. And you see how many people posted today, right? So
Yeah.
many people posted today. So therefore, if you just open this group, this is what you're going to see. You're not going to see that message. You're not going to see that message. So it's defeating your purpose, right? It's shooting yourself in the foot when you create a group. Whenever you create a group, you are shooting yourself in the foot, really and truly. All right, watch this now. Now I posted last night to individual people, because this is how I have my groups. This is not group, no, this is broadcast. When you use broadcast instead of using group, and you put people in broadcast, right? See the message right there at the front. As I open, see the message right there. And I have 253 people in this broadcast. When you do a broadcast instead of a group, this is what happened. It is going to the person individually as if I am sending the message directly to them. Watch this. Oh, Cynthia, right? Watch here. Right there. Right at the front. Because she don't post anything and I didn't post anything more to her. So it's like she's getting the message just to her, even though she's in a broadcast with 253 people in there. Now the maximum is 256. Yes, there's a maximum. But at least if you have 500 people in your WhatsApp, Messenger. And that's just two groups. Basically, that's just two groups. So you'll be just posting to two group of people, which is two broadcasts, and you're reaching your full 500 people that is in your WhatsApp. Now, based on the fact that we are doing, um, you can't do that. You can't put people in for anything. But what I did now, if you notice that a O is in front of Cynthia name, so all of the persons involved with OnPassive, there is a O in front of the name. So that is how I save the name in my contacts. All right. So like I have Dorinda, Hannah, right? See, she got the message and it's right there at the front. She just open her WhatsApp and she can click on it right there. Right. And of course, I know that she saw the message because see the two blue check mark there. So I know she saw the message and it's right there as she opened her WhatsApp to my name, right? So it's like I'm giving her the message directly, right? Or Jacqueline Warner, Barrington Stevens, etc. Right? See there, Jacqueline Warner, the message is right there. So it's as if I am giving her the message straight, right? Oh, Ghana. Oh, what happened to Ghana? Long time I haven't seen it, right? See there, message is right there at the front. But when you put it in a group, unfortunately, the group, a lot of people is in the group, and so people are posting. Okay, this is just a lot of people. Okay, yes, I think I posted to this one, right? So yes, not no, right? But you get the gist, right? That it is best to use broadcast instead of using group. It's much better. So you are able to reach people as if you are just sending them the message directly to them. So how do we generate a broadcast? How do we create a broadcast? So just like how you create a group is the same place that you go. So with Android phones, it's the three little dots at the top right when you just open your WhatsApp. It's the three little dots right there. Okay. And you click on those three little dots, right? And you have the drop down menu. Now, this drop down menu, of course, see they have right at the top, new group. But right there, the second one, it's new broadcast. People don't use this one. And this one is actually the best one. Um, you are able to send the message out to whichever group of people you want to send it out. And it's as if when they reply to you, they are replying personally to you and you alone. So you'll be able to answer them now individually, right? Instead of answering in a group and they don't want, they just have to scroll up and scroll down in the group and just to find your message. So this is the best way to do it. So you click on new broadcast. Now with Apple phone, you go to settings at the bottom right. You click on settings and then you follow through, right? By clicking on broadcast or whatever it says there in your Apple phone, right? And see it says here, new broadcast, 0 of 256 selected. So all you have to do is go and select. Just select. Select all, I mean, if it's just unpassive persons that you want to send it to. As I said, what I did, is that every person, and I've been doing that when I get a number. So it was from the beginning, right? Because I have a lot of unpassivians. I have maybe about 4,000 people in my phone. So I have to kind of designate for people. So everyone who is an unpassivian, I put a O in front of their name, right? So therefore, all I would have to do, right? All I would have to do, let me just take off these, is scroll all the way down to where my O starts, right? So that is your phone is in alphabetical order. So I just scroll all the way down to where I have all my O's, where my O start. These are all A's. These are all A's. So I have a lot of A, I guess. Yes, seems as if I have a lot of A's. Okay, B. So it's going to take a little while. But when you set it up, you'll see the power of how the broadcast is so dynamic, right? So you just scroll down I just scroll down until I reach O, right? But let me start with C since I'm right here. Let me just start with C right here at the C. Okay, B, C. So we just start clicking. And what I do is put them in, they are in alphabetical order. So I would click all of the C, right, until I reach 256, of course, because that's the maximum, right? So I'll just click all of them, all of them, all of them, all of them, right? And you can do this for anything, for church, for the club that you're in, for school. It's best to use broadcast instead of group, putting people in group, right? So anyway, we got 31, right? But as I said, we go right up to the maximum, and then after you finish, or to how much people that you're putting in this broadcast to send the message to this group. So if it's family members, you put all your family members, you put all of your school teachers, you put all your job that you have to correspond with, etc., etc. All the people that is in Africa, all your peeps that is in Jamaica, all your peeps, however you want to arrange your group, all of your user put in a group, all of your put in a broadcast, all of your affiliates you put in a broadcast, all of your customers you put in a broadcast, however you want to do it, however you want to send message to these groups of people. And then after you put all the check mark, then you're going to click this little check mark down here, this little arrow, right, to designate the broadcast. So the broadcast is now created, just like the group, right? And so you just click on it, and if you notice, it says unlisted list. So all you do now is click on this three little dots again, and you want to name your group. Oh, what did I do? My bad. Oh my goodness. What did I do? Okay. Right? So you want to rename your group. Change. So it says the second one, it says change broadcast list name. Right here, the second one. So you click on it and you can name the group now. Right? So you might want to say unpassive one. Right? Because this is the first group. Unpassive one. Right? And then you click on the OK at the bottom right. OK. Right? And then this is now like a group of persons, which is known as broadcast, that you can now send message to. And when you send a message, it's same way. You do the message, right? So, say for argument's sake, I want to send the YouTube of this broadcast that is on YouTube presently, right? So I go find the link, find the link wherever the link is, and copy the link, right? And let me copy the link. You might not be seeing what I'm doing now, but wherever the YouTube link is, or whatever you're
So
sharing,
I go find the link.
I don't know what you're sharing,
Find.
right? Don't know what you're sharing. So whatever you want to share with that group, then this is how you do it. So I would say now, um, please subscribe, comma, click notification all, and share. All right. And then I put a little dash, and then I paste the link. Don't know what that is. No, that's not the link. Oh, that's something else. Okay. All right. That was something else. Let me do it again. And bam, bam. All right. All right. That was something. All right. So let me try that again, and click on paste. Don't want to come up on what I want to do. All right, let me go to Word document here. See if I can paste it, copy it, I mean, because it's not copying that way. Copying. Maybe because I am in WhatsApp. Yeah, more likely because I'm in WhatsApp. But you get the gist, and you just send a message, just like how you normally send a message to individual or to uh group of persons, right? You send a message, right? And the message is sent. And when we come out of it, see, I just send one, and it's to 31 people, right? So I think we were in C.
Yes.
All right, we were in C. All right, let us quickly look if any one of those persons get the message. It was C. Those was C, C, C. So let me go down to C. Anybody name that start with C? All right, let me just search. Let me do a search instead. Search, 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 search. All right, so that's CAR. All right, see one here, and see the message here. Please subscribe, click notification, and share. Right, see? So it is to the individual person, but yet still, I send it to 31 persons one time. So I don't have to send it to the 31 person individually, but it shows up on their WhatsApp as a normal individual message. That is the best way to actually send messages to people, so that the message will be right there when they click on the message coming from you, instead of putting people in a group and the group is so big, you know, 200 people in the group, and people sending message. So your message is lost by the time your event comes around. So that's the best way. All right. And of course, if you want to edit, right, you just click on it, and see it here, edit recipients. Click on that, and say for argument's sake, Carla, you know, whatever reason, don't want to be in the group or don't want any messages from you. And you see, they can't set it in a group, because they are getting a message um, individually, like it is coming directly from you, right? But say for argument's sake, for whatever reason, Carla don't want any more of those messages from you, right? You just click on a RLA, right? See it and see the check mark is there. So you click on it, check mark is removed. You click the OK button down here, right? And she's removed from the group. And when you come out here, you'll see it. See, Carla removed from the list. So you know she's not on the list anymore. She will not get messages from you individually anymore, etc. for whatever reason. And it's the same way you add a person. You click on the broadcast, click on the broadcast, right? And you will add, and then you will add the person's name to the broadcast. Right. Let me go back. All right, click on the broadcast, click up here, and click edit, and you can add anybody who you want to add. Anybody. From once the green check mark is there, you know that that person is added to the broadcast. And then you click OK, the check mark down at the bottom, and it will give you that all of these persons are now added to your broadcast. So that's the way to do it when you are sending out, blasting out message in WhatsApp instead of putting people in group, because a lot of persons are very upset sometimes when you put them in groups and they didn't ask to be placed in these groups. So because you and I want to blast out messages to people, and especially when on passive come back on stream, and we want to now invite people to take a look at this product or that product or this product or whichever product. This is the best way to do it. People will not get annoyed that you're putting them in group and this and that and that. It is like you are sending a personal message to that person individually. So it is a better flow for you, and you are able to get a better response from the person when you are sending out these big message to everybody, especially when you want to invite them now to unpassive or whatever you want to invite them, a church service, a Bible class, whatever, picnic, a fun day, whatever, right? This is the best way to do it in WhatsApp. All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And over back to you, Queen Debbie McCormick.
Hmm. So I have a quick question. So the person who is receiving it, they cannot remove themselves. They have to ask you to remove them. Is that how it works?
It's not a group. It's not a group. So no, they can't.
Right.
They can't say remove it from a group because it's not a group. It's like you are sending a message directly to them. So the
I
only thing
understand that.
the only thing they can say is stop sending these messages to me. They can't tell you
Okay.
to
So
remove
that,
you from anything because
oh,
they're not seeing that you're in a broadcast. They are getting
mhm,
a message individually, like you were to pull up Carla's name and send
right.
Carla a message. So that's how it come to them. So it's not remove me from the group. No, they are not in a group. But it's just easier for you sending the message to these to a multitude of persons. So it's easier for you. Um, that's all. That's it. So it's like a bulk blast without putting people in a group. Mm, welcome.
Uh, thank you, Dr. Derrick. Oh my goodness, I just woke up from a slumber after that outstanding presentation. The reason I said slumbers because I've always seen that icon after group the broadcast, but I did not know. And this is an eye opener because I've seen a couple of things posted by people in certain groups, and I did not know how they came about. Now I understand what broadcast is and how you create it. I'll ask my question later, but Queen Violet has been here since the beginning. Pass it. This is time for questions and discussions, please. Everyone who listened to Dr. Derrick and had questions, this is the right time to do so. Dr. Derrick, should we do it through YouTube or you want it after YouTube?
Yeah, broadcast is broadcast. Not a
Okay,
nothing
thank you.
nothing big.
Right, there's nothing proprietary about it.
No.
Queen Violet, it was so good seeing you at the beginning of the webinar. Good evening. How is Canada?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, okay. Um, yeah, it's getting chilly in the evening. Well, what's chilly? My goodness, chilly is when there's snow on the ground. So it's not chilly. Anyway, Dr. Derrick, thank you very much for that lesson. That is very eye-opening because I am in part of many groups. I can uh, put them in groups and not have to fuss about it. The other thing is, did you get my WhatsApp? I'm sorry. I sent you a WhatsApp of webinar that's going to be 8 days long that I think you would be very interested. Very. And you can only watch. It's only on for 2 days. Like each class is only on for 2 days, or you can buy the whole thing. And what happens is, and it's not very expensive, and it's right up your alley. All the um, uh, your eating habits and why, and how to deal with certain things. What you can eat to um, feel better and get better. Anyway, yeah, have fun looking for that. That's about it. And I really, really, really appreciate your lesson on WhatsApp. Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're most welcome.
And Dr. Derrick, did you see her message to you or you're going to search for it?
Oh mercy. uh,
I know you said call me, but we may have to search for that one.
that's
Maybe by name.
I I'm not sure. Um, you see, when it come on to health, and what I eat or don't eat, I I really I really am very skeptical getting counsel from any person, because the source of my counsel actually comes from the word. That's where my counsel come from, and so a lot of people kind of mix up things and sell, to sell to sell a package, and that's how a lot of people actually put their health message together by selling a package. So I am a little weary to get into any of those kind of things, because my mind is kind of set where my, I'm doing this from 1998, it's not yesterday. Not yesterday I'm doing this. What I'm doing is from 1998. You understand? So it's and when I hear, and that's why I try not to use that I try not to use the verbiage that I'm a vegetarian, because there is so many um, variations of being a vegetarian. And I try not to even say that I'm a vegan, because there's a whole variations of being a vegan. And so I leave those things alone, really and truly. I kind of do a little different from all of those variations. Because a person who is a vegetarian, they do salad dressing, some do egg, some do fish, some do this. So it's too much variation. So I kind of leave that alone, really and truly. All right. So, Queen Violet, no disrespect, but I my journey has gone very far, very deep and very far. Um, that what I am getting into now, what I am actually transitioning into now, is actually um, raw. So most of my food is not cooked. So people are still down there cooking the food and cooking this and all of that. So most of my food is not cooked and all of that. So I kind of in a different mindset. Uh, as I said, Queen Violet, no disrespect, but I kind of good where that is concerned. All right, really, honestly. Yeah, that's good. That's good. As I said, you see, when I'm doing a seminar on food and health, it's first of all, it's at the church and it's free. Anytime a person start to package it to get money, then they are going to direct you in the way that lead into their direction, whatever their direction is. All right. My direction, as I said, is from the word, from the Bible, and most people don't come from there, actually. So honestly, I would not gravitate to those seminars, to be honest with you. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Derrick. Appreciate that. Does anyone else has anyone with comments or appreciation or thank you, or Dr. Benny?
At least, no, there's no one on the chat. Actually, Queen Evelyn said, thank you, Dr. Derrick, for your presentation. Queen Nancy says, thank you. She will continue to watch and she respects you. She loves you. And I said, thank you, Dr. Derrick. Thank you, Dr. Derrick. People don't really know who Dr. Derrick is. The importance of Dr. Derrick, especially when he is presenting. Yes, he always presents visually. The reason is because people want to see. People want to see our older brothers and sisters here. That is, they want to see what is going on. And Dr. Derrick, I do respect you. We all respect you and we love you. Thank you for the knowledge. You went and did your research and you decided to come and share it to all of us. We need more energy. next week. Thank you again, Dr. Derrick. It's happening, especially yes, when you go to WhatsApp. A lot of people they just put in a group without notifying you. Seriously, without notifying you. And most of the time, I see it. And do you know the type of people? It's just business, business, business. Bitcoins, bitcoins. So what I do, I just delete. I delete myself and I delete the group. Oh yes. Now they start saying that, oh, this is good, it's a good business, this is and that. When I notice that what some people make money from it, some people they lose a lot. And people leave, like some people they get mad at our own passive. They go and join other businesses. They come back and say they've lost money. So when they say that, I just smile. That's all I do. Queen Debbie. And I say, did I send you there? Eh? Yeah. No, but they will come and fool me and say, oh, in the next 40 days, you make 75 million. How can you make 75 million in 4 days, in 40 days? They think I'm stupid, right? With Yvonne paying. Oh, yes. With Lily. No, people have been trying me, testing my patience on WhatsApp. Come here, come join this. Oh, I'm passing is not paying. I'll say anything. Oh, I've been there for a long time. Why are you making? Have you made any money? I said, I know I haven't. But unpassive is everything to me. Unpassive is the last bus stop. No one will take unpassive away from me. I love your birthday. Thank you, Debbie.
Um, First Lady, First Lady Queen
Yeah.
Dr. Benny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me just let me just comment on that, and it's going to be a very serious comment.
All right.
And founders or on passivians, we are to be very careful what we do, because when you as an unpassivian founding member approach another unpassivian founding member and tell about another business, you are violating your NDA. Let me say that again. You are violating your non-disclosure agreement. Please to stop. Please to stop inviting other founders, other founding members to other business that you are doing. A lot of people is removed from unpassive because of that. So please, if a founding member approach you, please to tell them that you are going against your non-disclosure agreement. So please to stop. All right? Because they have persons set up monitoring those kind of behaviors. And you're going to just find out that you can't access your ecosystem, or you can't access your information on passive. And when you try to send an email, and if they respond back to you, they are going to let you know that your membership has been discontinued. And we don't want that. We do not want that. So please stop approaching founding members about your other business. If you want to go do, there's 7.9 or 7.8 billion people in the world. Leave the 2 million people that is in unpassive alone, please, because we cannot afford for founders to be losing their account for these kind of matters that is stated in your non-disclosure agreement. So please to desist and stop. I thank you. Back to you, Queen Dr. Bennett.
Thank you, Dr. Derrick. To tell the truth, I know why they approached me, and they're trying to hurt me. Because if they approaches me and I accept, guess what? They will tell everybody, oh, Dr. Benny is in there. Why can't you be there? You understand? I know I'm a star. I know that. Everybody knows me. And if I'm afraid, I will not do it. No, I'm afraid of my life. Seriously. Thank you.
Yes, but what I'm saying, Queen Dr. Benny, is that you need to advise them to stop, to desist from approaching founding members, because it is against their non-disclosure agreement.
Sure. I will do so
Right.
and come back again.
Please
Yes, sir.
please to inform them to stop. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you. Will there be proceedings?
Thank you, Dr. Derrick. Thank you, Dr. Benny. If I could, we should discourage anyone from discussing those things with us. Anyone else has any question or comment for Dr. Derrick or WhatsApp broadcast? Okay, yes, Queen Nancy says, Dr. Benny, yes, you are star. If there are no questions, Dr. Derrick, you're the one and only that I'd love to have close our webinars because you have, I just enjoy the way you do it. Let me first of all call on Queen Yvonne to give her last words, Dr. Derrick to give his last words, and then help us close as we move to the next segment of the webinar. Queen Yvonne Finn, thank you.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. Okay, so it's just short. I would just like to say that adopting the mindset that leads to self-leadership, it is so free. Yes, it has challenges, but you are in control then, rather than living your life, the precious life, others blowing the wind every which direction. So that is a choice to me. Self-leadership, all this ups and downs, it's a journey, the experience, many life lessons, many good life lessons. And so you can help others when you do that as well. So please embrace self-leadership.
Awesome. Sweet, straight to the point, and very powerful. From a powerful woman. Thank you, Queen Yvonne. Dr. Derrick, we want to hear a lovely voice.
Oh, mercy.
Final thoughts and then the closing of the segment of this webinar. Thank you.
Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Oh, thank you very much, Queen Debbie McCormick. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I love your hat. Oh my goodness, that hat is raising havoc in this webinar. Oh, nice, nice. Hey, wonderful, wonderful. It's awesome, awesome. You are truly, truly an African woman from Mount Zion. Okay, wonderful. All right, listen. First of all, thank you very much, Queen Yvonne Finn. That was awesome. Awesome presentation, awesome summation, awesome delivery. Really appreciate, really appreciate, really appreciate. And so basically, what we need to do is just follow. Let us follow. Let us follow. You see, I love acronyms, you know. All right? Let us follow. So, no, sorry. Let us focus. My apologies. Sorry, the acronym is FOCUS. That is another acronym for another time. But the acronym is FOCUS. FOCUS. Let's see. I wasn't focused a while ago. All right? Wasn't focused a while ago. Let us focus. Let us follow on passive course until success. Let me say that again. Let us follow on passive course until success. let us focus. Focus. When I used to um, go to Caymanas Park, which was about 2 or 3 times, I went to Caymanas Park, and it's a horse racing track right there in St. Catherine, Portmore, near to Gregory Park, Jamaica. And they put blinkers. They put what is known as blinkers, those two leather things on this side of the horse face and this side of the horse face. So so they don't see the horse to the right, they don't see the horse to the left. They're looking at the winning post down the end of the track. So they are focused. So please put blinkers on your right, put blinkers on your left, and stay focused. Stay focused on passive. Because, listen, yes, all right, you get a few 100,000, you maybe get 1 million from that business, and then the business burn up. I mean, blow up, and you see them drawing people to FBI drawing people around. Well, we know that no FBI is drawing anybody anywhere on passive. Obviously, with all that happened, one conclusion everybody should have is that unpassive has to be legit, because with all of that turmoil and all of that ray and what have you, obviously a lot of people um, did call attention to unpassive. And of course, the Better Business Bureau came into the picture. People get back their money, etc. I said $97. We're not talking about $10,000 here. We're talking about $97 that people report to the authorities and so on, just to get back the $97. When Ashmafari is always willing to refund your $97 at all times. No other business ever done that before, but anyway. All right, so definitely authorities was called in for varied reasons. All right, so therefore, one thing we can be assured of, that it's definitely not a scam. All right, so let us keep focus. Let us keep focus. Let us follow on passive course until success. All right, WhatsApp. Let us kind of shift, especially as unpassivians. Let us kind of shift from the groups and group for this, group for that, group for that, group chat, group this. I mean, if you want to have a group for just your persons that are involved in what now, the hosting and the co-hosting of the meetings, and you maybe want to use it as a quick powwow for everybody together, fine, right? But when you have 300 people in a group and 200 people in a group and people's messages, sometimes it get monotonous. All right, let us use broadcast. All right, if you notice, there's no group for deep dive. I don't know deep dive group. That's not necessary. All right. And we have been functioning since 2021. We have been functioning. And I don't have a group for deep dive, a WhatsApp group. No. And I think we have been doing pretty well in deep dive. All right. So let us recognize that WhatsApp broadcast is the best way to go to get your message out without the antagonism of a group. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And I really want to hear Queen Debbie's voice for a few seconds once again.
Is there anything special you wanted me to say, Dr. Derrick, besides thanking you and appreciating today's webinar, especially from every speaker and those in attendee? If yes, I want to appreciate all the forums that we support. And today is Thursday, so come Sunday we have the Dream Team. That would be in the afternoon, 12:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And on Mondays, we have the mindset with Queen Miriam. Tuesday and Thursday, we meet back here, same time for deep dive. And on Wednesdays, we have empowering humanity with Julie Pierre. And then the following week, we start it all over again. But what is most important about all of these sister webinars I'm sharing with you, actually, I left out one, which is on Thursday mornings, Malaysia, Singapore. That one is 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And I believe it's 9 p.m. Singapore, Malaysia time. So we go around and we have these groups of webinars that we love to listen to because of the different times of the day that they hold and the different methods that they conduct those webinars. We hope that those who have the opportunity, if you miss one, those are the various platforms that we do support. And I did mention to you earlier that Queen Yvonne, who had that lovely mindset today, is co-host not only in the Dream Team, but with Queen Yvonne Mundi with her platform as well. And that one is it daily, Sister Yvonne, or every Friday?
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
So it's daily from on weekdays from Monday through Friday. So you can never lack webinars in any of these platforms that I mentioned. And Dr. Derrick, I believe, still has the Building Jamaica on Wednesdays. Dr. Derrick, is that still on?
We took a break because we are only using on passive or connect. So we take a break since we don't have access, but we still have plans in place, and we are still, doing a few things in the background. But we don't have
Thank you so much
meetings.
for clarifying that.
That
I
is
thought I
Wednesday.
was missing out by not being there on Wednesdays, but now I don't feel guilty. I appreciate it very much. But other than that, I would say I am your
Humble co-host
humble
with the
servant,
most.
your humble servant who is here on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm able. And I want to appreciate your patience and your faithfulness in joining us every Tuesday and Thursday, especially here, because this is a special forum. Because when we say thank you for joining, we don't say good night. We say wait and let's have fun afterwards for the after party. So for those who are watching and listening from the YouTube and who will be listening in the future, if you have the opportunity and you have to join a webinar and have fun, after party is here. This is the right platform to join because we don't say thank you for joining, thank you for listening, and goodbye. But let's move on to the next segment, which is what we're going to say now. So we appreciate you. We thank you for listening and watching with us today, and we look forward to seeing you again. So for now, we say goodbye, and the after party starts now with Queen Nadu and King Harold.
All right. Before Queen Dr. Nadu or Able DJ take over, we do have a birthday celebration and September to remember, and that is our Queen Pastor Tony Coleman. Is she still in the house?
I think she left.
She left?
Yeah. Yes, and I'm also going to have to say goodnight. I have a phone call to return at 2.
Okay.
Pushing it right here.
All
So
right.
I want to thank you, everybody, and I really, really, really appreciate all the nice things that was said and done about me here. But I have to go. So please enjoy the after party, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, Dr. Derrick. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, and happy birthday to Queen Pastor Tony Coleman. Really appreciate your longevity and your wisdom. And of course, at times when you come and do the mindset also, and your varied presentations that you give. Really appreciate, really appreciate. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And we hope that you live to see another year. All right. So, all right, without any further ado, thank you, dear, all our social media, YouTube participants. You have a good night, and we see you Sunday, 8 1 p.m., 8 12:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at Dream Team. Thank you very much. Over to you then, Queen Dr. Nadu with the after party.
Yes.